All right, I wanted to do a 2-year review on this. Actually, it's 2.5 year now. Review on this J&M rocker stereo system in the Harley. So I did a 2-year review, but I drug my feet on actually uploading it. And now when I try to upload it, it won't let me. I don't know what's going on with the file. But in that video, the fairing was off. That grill cover right there was off. Because I was in the process of another warranty claim. I've had 4 in 2 years. Let's just say 2 years. 2 years and 2 months. I've had 4 warranty claims on this rocker stereo. I know people with the boombox audio has problems also. So, apparently the J&M is about the same story. And if you have the J&M rocker stereo system, please comment below and tell me how it's going with you. Are you having speakers going out, tweeters going out, amp problems? This is going to be just kind of a rant, but more like my 2-year review, kind of rolled into one. So, first warranty claim. I don't even think I had it a year. Both these speakers go out. This is a 2-ohm speaker system, and they said that these things ain't supposed to get real hot. But after 30 minutes, if you touch in this hole right here, you will burn your finger. So there's no doubt that these things are getting so hot that it's frying the voice coils on them. That's got to be what it is, because I've been in the car stereo since 1991. I've worked at car stereo shops when I was young, and they should not. A sub driven really hard should get hot, but these little bitty speakers, it's just frying the voice coil. So first warranty claim, both of those replaced. Put those in. All right, we're riding again. Next, the amp. It's got a fan on the side. The fan started wobbling or making all kind of rackets. Sounded like it was about to come loose inside the housing. Second warranty claim is sending the amp back and get a new fan put on it. After that, I sent the head unit back to them and got it flashed with their stage 5, I think. Anyway, the radio flash where they activate the distortion limiters and they tune it for their system. And I'm like, okay, maybe that will help the driving, this heat problem I'm having, or, it will all work together better. That's a negative. I could not tell any difference. The only difference I could tell when I got it all put back together and was riding is, if when you upload tracks, some of them have different, some of them are clearer than others. Some of them are, not as clear as other tracks that you upload from songs. And I heard the distortion limiter do what it's supposed to do. Before I could even get to the volume knob to turn it down, the distortion limiter had cut the volume back on it. And I was like, okay, well, that is the only thing I could tell by the radio flash. So that's cool that it does that. I don't have any other cars that'll do that. I got an RX-7 here that's got fiber optic and digital sound processor and a CRX outside with just a 6-channel crossover in it. So for this to have that and the tuning app I did another video on, where you can plug a laptop into the amp and tune it, it's like more modern. It's a lot more modern than these other stereos that I have in my cars. But you know how much you're paying for this stereo system. It's expensive. It's pretty much just as expensive as the Boom audio system. Pretty much. It's really close. And for not having the reliability, this place only makes bike stereos. So they know the environment that the bikes are going to be in. I don't get water on on the speakers. I think I've rode it in the rain once ever. Oh, excuse me, pollen's getting to me. And with COVID, this is a great social distancing to be able to get out and get on the road going on. So that was not a warranty claim. I got it flashed, got it back, couldn't tell much any difference. So then, that's 2 warranty claims already. This is not even 2 years. So then 2 years and 2 months of having this, I noticed this tweeter and this tweeter had gone out. So I contacted him. It's like, look, I'm a little out of warranty, but I just now have noticed that this tweeter and this back one is not working. So kudos to them, John and J&M. They went above and beyond and replaced the tweeter, grill and tweeter on this one. And I sent this back to them, and they said there was nothing wrong with it. So they sent it back to me. So put this in. Once they sent me the new one, plugged it in, we're back, rocking. Both tweeters all working. Put this back in, the tweeters still don't work. They said it did work. They tested it and it worked. Where it didn't work. So I made sound clips for them and showed them that the thing don't work. This one's working. This one's not working. You know, try to prove my case to them. And at this point, I feel guilty about having to contact these people so much for issues with their stereo system. I mean, I know I paid a lot for it, but there's a point to where they probably think I'm just abusing it. And anybody that knows, when a speaker distorts, you turn it down. And distortion is popping or crackling or anything unclear, you turn it down. It's really that easy. And that's what I do. I don't have any problems with any other vehicles. I've got MB cords, I have Polk Audio, I've got Sony, I've got JL, and this J&M is the only stereo system that I've had problems out of. I've had that CRX stereo, the dust cover came off the subwoofer in probably 2005, and it's 2020 now. And I tried to attach it a couple times, and it would eventually just come loose and rattle, and I just took it off. And it has run without a dust cover for over 5 years, easily over 5 years. No problems. I can't get 2 years out of this J&M rocker system without having problems out of it. So they sent me a new speaker. They was like, okay, send it back. We'll send you. They sent me a new speaker, put it in, back up and running. All right. When this thing is all working, it sounds great. I have no complaints about how good it sounds when it's working. Anybody that knows, you know, when you amplify speakers, you get a little hiss in them when the volume's down on it. And so I'm noticing this is going into my third season of having this system. And I want you to listen closely to the high-pitched hiss on this speaker. You hear when I move my hand, the hiss? Now I'm going to go to the one that they replaced. It hasn't even been 4 months. Nothing. Nothing. That tweeter has gone out again. So this speaker that they replaced, they said there was nothing wrong with it, but then they said, well, we'll send you another one, probably some issue. You hear it? You hear the woofer too, but the tweeter's the high pitch hiss. Let's see this way. Hear it? Come over to this one. Do you hear it? It's gone out. Now this tweeter has gone out. The one they replaced is working. This will be my 5th time to have to contact these people. This is horrible. I feel guilty that I had to constantly contact these people every year about problems with their stereo system, like I'm abusing it or something. Please comment below if you're having problems with these J&M speakers. Should I go with another name brand? The amp will go to a 4 ohm. You just got to switch on it. I can swap to 4 ohm. Maybe that'll help. As many problems as I've had out of these things, for as much as I pay for it, it's ridiculous. I don't even know. I know I'm out of warranty, so I feel guilty for. Last time I contacted them, I feel guilty for contacting them. And it's your money. You can buy whatever you want. This is just my honest 2-year review of what. When it works, it's great. It sounds wonderful. My wife loves the speakers back here. I love the speakers up here. It sounds great. But every year, I'm having issues with these speakers going out. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, please comment below if you even know somebody that's got the J&M systems, anybody that's having problems, or if you're not having problems, would you comment below and tell me if it's just me? Am I just getting some lemon speakers? I know they ain't got some guy back there spinning the voice coils in the back of J&M with some cheap wire. I know they outsource all these speakers to somewhere else. So, I mean, am I just getting lemons here? So I don't know whether to replace them again or go with somebody else. I'm really thinking about going with somebody else, but you know, the only problem is the reliability. The sound is great. They sound great. For as much as you're paying for this, you should not have this much issues with a stereo system on a bike that's only ridden during the summer.